Hello, we're Team One. Our project is on real estate insights.
In examining the current state of real estate trends, they're typically displayed as numerical values in either a table or a chart. There's usually limited interactivity with much less well thought out visualizations, and we wanted to display real estate information with easily readable geographical data like locations. So the primary data set we used was from Kaggle, and we also used Kaggle again and a GitHub repository.
Which we used to find our GeoJSON file, which contained the data that we used to graph the counties in our visualization.
Mm. And then we used another website called the Federation Communications Commissions to get the state FIPS codes to match all our data.
From our interview that we conducted during class with the experts, we found a few things. The first is that prices have increased as a result of inflation, increase in demand, lack of land space, and just overall increase in the land itself, and that real estate trends are correlated with location, and that the strongest correlation indicator could be the economic output of a certain area. We also found that rent has affected the housing market. Now, for our sketches, we use one of our sketches, which is the top one, to give us an idea of using some sort of map to link and brush. And sketch two give us the idea of using a bar graph for quantitative data.
So this is a pretty simplified overview of our whole production process. It actually involved a lot more trial and error and learning than it says right here. But the simplified process we used was we found our data set with which was organized by zip code. We found a GeoJSON file with county shapes. So we first made that render on our site. Then we had to link our data to our map. So we had to process that data into county using a Python script. So after we linked our data set to our map, we added tooltips on hover, details on demand. Then we created our bar chart with some sample data, linked it to our map, and then added some animations plus flourish at the end.
So now to give a brief overview of the actual website here. When you start, you're greeted with an empty map here. And this is just a view mode. It allows you to zoom, to hover over any particular county. When you toggle this, you're greeted with a brush, which you can, or two brushes actually, that you can brush to get detailed statistics and insights into any particular trends over any area. And you have a selector for either county or, if you wish, selections by state. So moving on, we also have this filters tab here, which allows you to filter based on any of these parameters. Yeah, and then depending on these filters, you can update them. It shows you which counties match these parameters. And these are the max and mins for this data set. And once again, all the highlighted stuff is seen down there.